Look at those little toe beans, bro. Oh my god, look at those little beans, dude. Oh my god. Life is not just toe beans. This is part of the broadcast where I tell you a little bit about my personal news about what's going on in my life, and let me tell you, there's not a lot happening other than the fact that I'm a dog dad. And I'm feeling a little bit better than yesterday today, I think. Could be because I worked out. Could be because I don't know. Could be because I worked out. Could be because I'm actually getting better. But the reality is, today we're going to talk about a whole lot. This is part of the broadcast for all my parasocialists, where I give you a little bit about my personal news, about what's going on in my life. And let me tell you, last night I ended the broadcast after another half day, doing only like 8 hours and 30 minutes, almost 9. And I took my family out. They were texting me non-stop. They were like, when are you done? We need to go get food. You need to take us out to get food. And I was like, sure, let's do it. So I took them to a fancy steak restaurant called Mastro's. And they enjoyed it. I created Kaya for the process. And honestly, she was great. I've absolutely ruined my diet, ruined it for the past 2 nights, eating terribly, even though I'm still at least under 250, but I've definitely went back up from like 245 to like 249, which is unfortunate, but what are you gonna do? You know, my family is leaving slowly but surely, so I guess it's like, all right, because then I'll be able to inevitably eat well. But the crate training dog dad update in that regard is that Kaya is, incredible with the crate. Doesn't pee, she doesn't poop. She pees on the pad at night if she really needs to go, which I will inevitably take away from her as well. But she poops outside in the balcony and it's fucking awesome. And, but of course, as is the nature of dogs like this, considering that she's very young, let's not get ahead of ourselves. There's certainly a lot that she needs, updates on. Crate training went fine and I was very excited. I was like, God damn, she's doing great. Anyway, I haven't weighed her today, but last night something horrible happened. Okay? The crate training was great, but let's get serious for a second. Folks, last night something not so great happened. She's really sleepy right now. Don't let that fool you. She gets real fucking crazy with the zoomies. Last night after the crate training and all the loves, hugs, and kisses, Kaya decided, oh, it's time to fucking piss literally all over the house. She was doing so well. She was doing so incredibly well. Perhaps a little too well that she wanted to raise the stakes. He was like, I'm doing too good as a dog. I need you to not live the high life. I need you to know that I'm still a puppy and that I will be pissing everywhere looking directly at you. I'm falling asleep after a long night of pissing all over the fucking house. So she went and pissed on the corner of the pee pad as always because she can't fucking aim for shit. Then I got upset at her and I said no, and then she moved away from the pee pad deliberately, walked away, and then came back and then pissed in the middle of the living room. And I said no, stop it. And then she turned around and did not proceed to stop it. I brought her outside. I immediately carried her the second time outside to take a piss outside. She refused to. We sat there for 15 minutes deadlocked with one another. I'm staring right at her, she's staring right back. She's hiding under the hedges. She thinks it's playtime. She thinks that there's no piss time here. And then I finally brought her back inside because I was like, all right, I guess you're not going to pee. And I was wrong. She still had so much piss left in her. She started running away and pissing at the same time. Just running and fucking piss maxing, dude. So I yelled at her. I said, no! I yelled at her very loudly and it ended up scaring her. And then something awful happened. She got mad at me. She got upset at me. And she thought that like it wasn't her in the wrong, it was I in the wrong for being upset at her pissing in the fucking middle of the goddamn house. And she started basically avoiding me. She was like walking away from me. And I tried to win her back. So of course I immediately ran outside to, take her out. And she ran. And then she literally was just like, nah, I'm gonna fucking hide under the hedges. I'm gonna not even play with you. I'm just gonna fucking stay out here and I'm gonna do everything in my power to hold my piss in. She just started pouting around and I was not able to recover.
This episode
the relationship until later in the day, later in the night, I mean. Slowly but surely, I had to give her little treats and be nice to her until she was like, all right, fuck it, it's fine, we're back on good grace. So in the battle of wills, I lost. In the war of attrition, she won because she had far too much piss, far more piss than I could deal with. But then we went upstairs back in the crate training game, and she's excellent. She's like incredible in the crate. She sleeps inside the crate. She walks outside and takes a piss sometimes at night, and then she poops outside in the balcony. You should look into R+ dog training. Saying no doesn't really reinforce anything. Yeah, but I'm a human being, and like not every single thing I'm doing in that regard is going to, you know, I'm a human being, man. Every part of the dog's life is incredible. For the record, for those of you who are like, oh, enjoy the time you have when she's still a puppy. Every part of the dog's life is incredible because when she's a puppy, she's like extremely cute. But there's a lot of issues because she's like teething. So she's chomping on everything. She pisses and shitted and farted everywhere. You know what I mean? Can't even take her outside right now. Can't even make her do cool tricks. And then later on in life, she's not as cute, right? But then at least she's like trained, so she becomes like a companion. You know what I mean? So every aspect of the life of a dog, every part of the dog's life is fucking awesome. Anyway, this morning I went to Dog Pound, not like an actual dog pound, but like the mega fancy gym. And I worked out there because my trainers are at Stagecoach, and like my fucking shoulder is just like kind of busted. But I'm glad I had a little bit of a workout after 2 days of taking time off, because like I had to do it to him. You know what I mean? I think my DNA sample is already in the fucking lab, for the record. So I'm gonna get the Embark DNA shit soon. I think like the swab is at the lab now. As of yesterday. So that means that, like I said, we're gonna have some news soon. Other than that, there's not much going on. I'm gonna work out with Hey Big Mike tomorrow. Anyway.